football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do it against the Georgias? Can you do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. He wants to change this route. Looking for a crease. It's Ott. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets him to the 20-yard line. play this game in the shadow of big tech. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
To throw, it's Mateer. On target. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously
there he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you've at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Burks. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bring in the heat. A strike downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against.
He's loose. Got enough space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The hand to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Working that left side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Mateer. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to run it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Trying play action. That's caught. It's up. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. Bust through behind his pad. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Lets it go. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They want to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The give. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And oh man, there's some burn orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circle this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24, moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Burks. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
He's taking the shot. And they will score. Touchdown Sooners. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Longhorn.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Coming out with it, it's Kearney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Ott. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense. Understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's in open space downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try to pass their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all this.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner brings it out to the 32, and your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's Batir. He's going to take off. Can't get him to the ground. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. CAD them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Batir. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll return it. the Schooners face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. Oh, he's got a chance. And they get him down.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's up. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Going up top again. Spits it out to the back. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They'll lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
He's got it down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Oh, a lot of space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still be counted for 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Under fire. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.